Hey guys, Stephen here from Vanguard Tactics.
And I'm Jack.
And in today's video, we're going to be covering all things chaos. So we're going to be using the new Faith and Fury book, which is obviously just come out
a couple of weeks ago now.
And we're going to be looking at the new chapter approved. So in this video, we're going to be showing you the most competitive, in our opinion, builds. We're going to be looking at some combos, different tactics, strategies, and at the end of this video, we're going to be giving you a competitive list, and we're going to teach you and talk you through how it works. So over to the video. As you know, Vanguard Tactics is dedicated to helping you become a better 40k gamer. So why don't you check out the free ITC Masterclass video series on how to become competent and comfortable with the ITC Mission Pack. So head over to www.vanguardtactics.com and sign up for your free place on the course. So Jack, chapter approved just out.
Yep.
Faith and Fury is just out.
A lot of material. And don't forget, guys, we're also going to be including the Chaos Codex itself and also Vigilus Ablaze. Yeah, so we're looking at four or five different books here where you're going to be drawing some of this from to get some of these combos. Now, this isn't an exhaustive list, is it? No, there's so many different combos in here.
Yeah.
Today we spent, an hour or two?
Yeah.
Going through some of them.
Yep.
I found some really interesting combinations in there.
And we've just had a test game.
Yeah.
And the list that we put together, we tested, and that's the list that I'm going to give you, and I'm going to talk you through what that is. But to get that, I'm going to email out next week. So if you want to get access to that, you just need to head over to www.vanguardtactics.com and just sign up for one of the free courses there. That puts you on our mailing list. I send out a weekly kind of tactics, tips, all that stuff. And you're going to get that list. It's not even on Battlescribe yet, so I'm going to write this up and send it out for you guys next week. And it is going to be a really competitive build. It's got a lot of flavour and stuff that it's going to have some units that you might not have seen on the table in a while.
Yes, I think one of the key reasons behind that list today was to have a good look at chapter approved.
Yeah. What
units could start becoming viable.
Yeah.
Linking that with the Faith and Fury.
Yeah.
And going back to Vigilus Ablaze and the core codex. Because lots of stuff that was on a shelf, maybe time to start getting back out.
Definitely. No, definitely. I can. And now the meta's changing as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that's another reason you got to factor into these decisions.
Some of those units that we might have just written off, like, I've had some really good success with some of the Eldar units that we haven't seen on the table recently. And, Chaos have some similar things which you can bring in. And my God, some of these attributes are incredible. So today we're just going to look at word bearers.
Yep.
And don't dismiss them. I know what you're thinking, but word bearers have got some incredible play to a good tactician.
Yep.
We're also going to be looking at the Alpha Legion today as well, and then we're also going to be covering the
Iron Warriors.
Warriors. So we're going to cover those three, and then in part 2 we're then going to cover the rest.
Yep.
Okay, so kind of give you a bit of a hint what some of the builds we're going to be using today, but we thought let's test it. And the reason why me and Jack like to actually test stuff is so that when we're giving you guys, some of, tactics and things, it's actually coming from a bit of experience, because there's nothing like getting reps in, is there?
Absolutely, yeah. It's just actually see, there's one thing to do the theory behind it, but actually how does it roll out on the table? It's the only way you got to learn, really.
And there was one of the builds here that we're going to talk about where we could have just kept stacking things on.
Yeah.
And then we realised actually we took it up to level 100, so to speak. But this is where getting some testing comes into play, because you only need it at 70%. Yeah. You only need it at 60% for it to do its job.
Yeah.
You don't need 100%, because when you take if you think about, I don't know if you've ever heard of the 80-20 principle. You only want to focus on 20% of the stuff that gets you 80% of the results.
Yes.
Whereas when you're starting to put, if I do this, and I do that, and I do this, and you're missing the wood from the trees, and then it completely takes away from the rest of your list.
I think with Chaos, that's easily done.
Yeah.
You can buff stack for days and keep going and keep going. All of a sudden, you've created this unit which will overkill everything 3 times over.
Yeah, but can only be in one place.
And it's a waste.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I think that's where the experience comes in. What do you actually need to get its job done?
Yeah. So anyway, let's go into this then, Jack.
Yeah.
So as we said, we're not going to be covering demons. We're not going to be covering Chaos Knights. What else is there? We're not going to cover any Forge World today.
Yeah.
Maybe on another video we'll do that. So we're literally looking at Chaos Space Marines. We're not covering Thousand Suns, Death Guard, nothing like that. It is literally Chaos Space Marines. So start with Word Bearers first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so we're going to kick off with the Word Bearers. Now, the Word Bearers trait, I could be wrong, but I think it is just reroll morale tests. That's kind of their chapter trait, right?
Yeah. Not great.
Not amazing, because Space Marines don't tend to worry about it. You know, max unit is like, you don't really see big units of 20 and stuff, do you? So
No. So not particularly useful, that.
not the best.
But you bypass that.
You do. And there are some real good things in here. So let's cover so in the Faith and Fury book, you've got new Warlord traits, stratagems, and relics. You probably know that already. You've probably heard about some of the bits and bobs. Let's go into this. What's our favourite picks then from the Word Bearers? Warlord traits first.
So the Warlord trait, so there's a +1 attack, +1 strength Warlord trait. It's on your Warlord, which could be tasty.
And move as well.
And a move, is it? Yeah. So
and you also then get the demon keyword. But so if you need a character, you think, right, I want a bit more punch in there, why not go for that?
The example being a demon prince.
Yeah.
They got a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
They've got hateful assault.
Yeah.
So what's in your +2 attacks with your talent?
Yeah.
It just
Strength 8.
Yeah.
Strength 8 is that magic strength, really.
So that's a nice easy example where you can apply that.
So if you're playing pure Word Bearers, probably the way to go.
Yeah.
But not something we would probably include in our combo, which we'll talk about later on.
I think for us, when we built this list, the Word Bearers Warlord traits didn't stand out.
No.
There was better ones available than what we were looking at.
Yeah.
But the reason we took them was for their psychic prowess.
And we're going to cover that, yeah. So there was another Warlord trait that we did like, plus D3 extra command points.
Yeah.
Always good. Chaos are very CP hungry. So just remember that when you are doing your list builds, guys, you want to be packing in as much CP as possible.
Right, should we move on to the relics?
Let's go on to the relics, yeah.
So I think our favourite one was additional, so your psychic can know additional power and gets +1 to cast.
Now, why is this important?
Majority of their powers go from a 7.
Yeah.
So that's just bang average.
Yeah. So some of the most brutal, powerful, abilities in the game, psychic abilities. This is Death Hex. I think that actually goes off on an 8.
That's an 8, yeah.
Which is very hard to cast.
Yeah.
So you're looking at less than a 50% chance. Now with the +1, you've got a 50% chance of getting it off. Also with the +1, easier to get a big smite off, harder to be denied. Warp time.
It doesn't sound too much on the surface, but it does make a big difference over a game.
Yeah, there's a lot of reason why people will pay just 1 CP to include Araman into an auxiliary detachment anyway. So that is huge, guys. Do not underestimate that. If you ever see that in a codex, I would definitely take it. So +1, and an additional power.
Yep.
Brilliant. Warp time, huge power, allows you to double move a unit. So move again. It just means now your threat range of units is so much bigger. And this can also increase your threat range of charges, your also ability to grab objectives. And then also the great thing about these can be cast on anyone, not just your same faction, not same keyword.
If it's a sorcerer, not master possession.
So you can cast it on any Adeptus Astartes unit, basically, if it's a sorcerer.
Yeah.
And then you've also got the Prescience, +1 to hit, another great power. There's 3 there. Masmer Pestilence, -1 to hit on a unit if he's Nurgle, or +1 invuln save if he's Zinch. Some really good abilities there. Really like it.
We'll jump straight onto a strat that goes with that. And then we'll go back to the relics after.
Yep.
So they've got 1 stratagem, 1 CP.
I've never seen this one before.
Yeah.
You're going to talk about this one there?
Yeah.
The second one there? 1 CP.
Malevolent Covenant.
Malevolent Covenant. What happens?
So basically, if you roll for your psychic test.
So I go to cast Warp Time.
Yeah. Fail it. Use a stratagem for 1 CP.
Yeah.
Auto pass, you can't be denied.
Amazing. Incredible.
Yeah.
Like that is an Eldar player where I really rely on Quicken going off, or your Warp Time, or you need Death Hex to go off.
I think with because some of these chaos ones are so powerful.
Yeah.
And when you were previously rolling 7, you can't guarantee that.
No.
Now you've got the +1 to cast.
Yeah.
And if you do fail it, you've got this stratagem to back you up.
Yeah.
So if you need a critical warp time, prescience, whatever it could be,
Yeah.
guaranteed in the back.
Yeah.
Job done.
Exactly.
Really good stratagem.
Yeah.
And as I said, I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
So I think that's great.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
There's another relic I really like as well. And this one is the ability to, it's an aura. So then what happens is everybody within 6 inches of that character with this relic then has like a -2 to charge.
Yeah,
so now if you've got big units of cultists, and this is actually where word bearers, you know, are probably going to come into play. They're going to be a really good screen. This is how we see them going. Psychic support, you know, get some CPs in there. There's nothing wrong with taking, because cultists have come down a point as well. They're much cheaper now. You can take big old blobs of 10, 20 men, string them out, have one guy within 6, and now you can spread out the whole board. And, you know, orcs to jumping in, Gene Stealer Cult, anything that Raven Guard, -2 to charge, huge. Really, really good. It just keeps everything back to give the rest of your army chance to kill it.
Yeah.
So and it's a really good deterrent for you thinking, do I deep strike in or whatever? So really like that one. So what's next?
There's also CP to for your priest to have additional prayer.
Yes, good. Yep.
Especially with disciples, you get them on a 2-up, nice and reliable.
And then he's got a relic as well, right? So you can re-roll the die as well. So you can give him a relic,
So 2-up re-rollable on that, nice and reliable.
And you can also add +1 leadership as well. So now, because of the Dark Apostle can actually spread his leadership to friendly units, you've now got a like the cultist with a much higher leadership value. So if you are taking bigger units, there's less likely they're losing them.
Or if you have him with the... no, it's a relic, isn't
you can't take 2 relics,
You're not a Space Marine.
You're not a Space Marine.
They can't take 2 relics.
You can take 2 Warlord traits.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Just another really tasty relic is there's a chain axe. Which you can't fall back from.
So if you've got points now for, you know, a captain, not captain, a Chaos Lord with a jump pack, just give him a chain axe, run him in there. It's not falling back. So I think for, you know, there's a few drops in chapter approved as well. So which we'll talk about now. Sorcerers. Gone down. Dark Apostles
both
have gone down by significant amounts as well, and then the Chaos Cultist as well.
And the Master of Execution's gone down. So I think the Sorcerer and the Master of Execution is about 20 points. I think I think I was 98 before. So about 18 and 20 points. That's a big amount.
That's nice.
For what they do, and now they're more reliable. Happy days.
Now, we were originally looking at Possessed.
In this Word Bearers attachment. And if you are going to go pure Word Bearers, I would go big units of Possessed. Master of Possession, get them a 4-up invulnerable save. Okay, and again, you can give him the +1, in which I would probably recommend you do, because he becomes an absolute linchpin. A couple of psychic powers there is that one of them, everyone gets a 4-up invuln. Within 6, that's an aura. Another one, so you can re-roll the amount of attacks you get, really big, or re-roll ones to hit and wound in combat. So and shooting.
And shooting with the blitz and stuff like that. But if we're thinking Possessed, you've got some different elements there. And there's also, with the Possessed as well, you can add 1 to the damage characteristic for 1 CP, which is incredible. So some really good builds there. And then, should we talk about Vigilus Ablaze?
So just going on the Possessed stat line. So they're a D3 attack.
+1 for Shock Assault. Hateful Assault, not Shock Assault, same thing.
So that, and then you can use that to be on D3 +1. Additional damage. And then if you go on to the Vigilus.
You've got a stratagem for +1 strength and +1 attack.
Needs to be near a Master of Possession. We've got anyway, because he's given them the invuln. So that's nice and easy.
And he can take a Warlord trait.
which means every 6 you roll to wound, which you can take because you can spend 1 CP to make him a field commander. So this is the guy now, and he's basically making all of those possessed guys, every 6 you roll
is a mortal wound.
Yeah, every 6 to wound
is an addition. So every 6 you roll is a mortal wound in addition. So that's really big. You can get these guys, for, you know, like average D3 is 2, isn't it?
So 4 attacks each.
4 attacks each.
Yeah.
Incredible unit.
So yeah, really good. Yeah, really like those.
Yeah.
And if you wanted an exalted champion in there, you could re-roll your wounds.
Yep. And you can make them corn.
Yeah.
So that's 3 CPs. You can fight twice. Yeah. And this is what I mean by
how far do you need to go with it?
Where do you need to go with this? Yeah. So we decided unit between 15 to 20 is probably what you need. Okay. You don't need all of those stacks. The ones that I would definitely say are a must, you don't necessarily need the +1 damage, but I would definitely take the Warlord trait, forget the 6's mortal wounds. Yes, yeah. That is huge. And because it's so easy just to get him within 6 anyway.
That's where he wants to be, isn't he?
And also, you got to think, you're spending 1 CP for a Warlord trait, that's going to get that every single turn, versus the +1 damage, which is every time you play it. So you're going to get money in the bank with a good investment, with the 1 CP for that extra Warlord trait, okay? You're definitely putting these guys in the Vigilant attachment. If you need the extra attacks, you might not always need it, so that's when you can play the +1 strength, +1 attack.
Yeah, so you've got additional ones to go on top of that core.
So one of the combos, guys, we'll finish that off there. Possessed. Definitely a unit to look at.
And they dropped.
They did.
In chapter approved.
Yeah. They're now at 17 points a model.
Yes, I think on a unit of 20, they dropped 40 points.
Yeah.
So 2 points a model.
Yeah, it's good. Really, really good. So definitely look at those guys. So any more word bearers, or are we done?
I think I'm done with word bearers.
Right, move on. Right, guys. What's next, Jack?
On to the Alpha Legion.
The Alpha Legion. So Alpha Legion trait is...
it's -1 to hit.
-1 hit. So
every 12 inches away.
Yeah, so if you've got a detachment of pure Alpha Legion, -1 to hit if you're over 12.
Yeah.
Really nice. -1 to hit. That's good. How do we make that a little bit better? Let's talk about this. So, Warlord traits?
Warlord trait, that was one standout one for us.
Yeah. Now, go on, you cover it and then I'll,
So, you can redeploy 3 units per game.
Yeah. It's up to 3, right?
Yeah.
And it's not D3 like some of them. Yeah. You don't have to pay any CPs for this.
Yeah.
Boom. Redeploy 3 units. That is one of the best abilities.
It's so good. It's becoming so prevalent now. Yeah. So many armies have it. It can give you such an edge in the game.
And as I always say, like, you know, the guys on our mentorship program, I'm always saying about the importance of deployment.
Yeah.
And to have that trick up your sleeve to redeploy if you've made a mistake, that could be game changing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that's really good. Now, one thing I will say here, in our list, he is not the Warlord, the Warlord, because Alpha Legion get a really good stratagem, which most other Chaos don't. 1 CP, you can make one of your characters a Warlord.
Yeah.
So he's going to then get a Warlord trait. So for 1 CP, you put that on him, and then he can now take this Warlord. So he's not the Warlord, he's just a Warlord.
Picks up that trait.
Really, really good, yeah. Because no other codex has got that. So
which gives you flexibility in if you want to take another Warlord trait. So at the moment, you know, we've gone... Use the field commander ability, so you can pick a Warlord trait there. Now you can use this stratagem to pick up another one, then you can pick up a third one. Because some of these Warlord traits are looking great. So having that ability to do that, if you want to use this redeploy, which I think
we were saying earlier, it'd be really nice, GW, wink, if there was a general stratagem for all armies, 1 CP and extra Warlord trait.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Included with, you know, the
free relics,
the free relic, the interrupt, the cover, the auto pass morale, CP reroll, 1 CP, character, boom.
Yeah.
Warlord, I like that. Just gives you a bit more tactical flexibility, I like it.
Yeah.
So that's Warlord traits.
That's Warlord traits. Relics, in the builds that we were looking at, we wouldn't take a relic from these guys, would we?
No, there's probably one, if you are taking a pure Alpha Legion army, probably one in here I would take.
Yeah.
And that is, once per battle, you can say, right, for this turn, every CP you spend, again, your opponent, so Jack's my opponent here, every stratagem Jack wants to use on a 4-up it costs them an additional one. So it's very much like the Colexus Assassin's ability, but this is good because you can pick it at any turn rather than happening at turn 1. So things like orcs who want to go Daka, they want a Grot Shield, they want to go shoot twice, use a CP reroll. You know, you've got 4 or 5 opportunities there to cost them another one. That's a 4+, yeah.
And it's the battle round as well.
Yeah.
So yours and your opponent's turn.
Or you wait until that Dark Eldar player wants to Vect.
Yeah.
They want to spend those 4 CPs, and they've only got 4 in the bag. Going to cost you another. Yeah. And now they can't cast it.
Or it's Gene Stealer Cult, you wait till turn 2 or turn 3 when they all drop, when they're going to use all of their CPs.
Yeah.
It's a great one. And if you did want to run pure Alpha Legion, perfect.
And remember, there are always some like Warlord. There's some relics, you know, in the Chaos book that you guys will already be familiar with. We could go on for days about all the different stuff. So we're going to cover some of our top picks, which you can use this in your arsenal. Okay, so that's maybe one.
Yeah.
If you know you're going against this army that's going to spend all the CPs in the world for 1 turn, you might chuck it on. Why not? Cool. So some of the stratagems. What's our first one?
Yeah, so I think for both in agreement, the stratagems are why you want to take Alpha Legion, as well as a Warlord trait, but it's the strats that are making these guys work.
At first glance, I was a bit like, I don't know, because I think I didn't really like the relics, and it threw me off, but actually, sometimes you got to look at a codex 2-3 times, and you've got to look at different units, and this is why Chapter Approved is so great to have this now, and you're gonna hear about our combo, which is on the money, okay? And you'll see at the end of this video how it all ties in together, and it's beautiful. And it's not even optimal. We can still make some changes. So, right, number 1, forward operatives. What does that do then, Jack? 1 CP.
So that's a pre-game move.
Pre-game move.
Up to 9 inches. Very similar to the Raven Guard Infiltrators, but it's up to 9.
Yeah. And you've got to end 9 inches away from an enemy model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So solid, getting free movement for 1 CP.
Yep.
Perfect.
Putting, again, like you can redeploy units. Yeah. You can then use this, so you can then force yourself into cover. You can deploy out of range somewhere else. You manage to seize, redeploy 3 units, move 1 unit up, or you realise your character's, I don't know, slightly out of range from where he needs to be with his aura, 1 CP, move him along, so then you can actually redeploy 4 units, kind of. You
can make your army look very different.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
For not many CP investment.
Yeah.
So really good, that one.
Mm-hmm. Like it.
So next one.
Conceal, 2 CPs. Now this is, I'll read this one out exactly because there's a few, I don't want to get this wrong. So it's 2 CPs. Use this stratagem at the start of your opponent's shooting phase. So Jack's, it's his turn. I'm straight away, before he even says, okay, I'm going to shoot this, I've got to declare it now. I can't wait. Okay, so it is at the very start, remember that. Select 1 Alpha Legion unit from your army. Until the end of that phase, enemy models can only target that unit if it is the closest visible target.
Yeah.
The closest visible target.
So virtually the character keyword.
You're basically giving a unit the character keyword. Now it has to be infantry.
Yeah.
So we're going to come back to this one.
Yeah.
But that is my top pick stratagem.
That is great.
Incredible, yeah.
So next one. Mm-hmm. You like this one.
You're not so keen?
No, I'm not so keen. It's situational. It's one of those ones you just need to know it's there for when you need it in that.
In the locker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 CP. Basically, before your opponent rolls to see if a vehicle explodes, for 1 CP, you add 3 to the dice roll. Now, obviously, you explode on a 6. Yeah, so you add 3 to that. So if your opponent then rolls a 3 for when it explodes and they cannot re-roll it, then obviously it explodes. Yeah. The reason why, for me, this is an absolute moneymaker. I recently played a game against Manny Chima.
Yeah.
It was at the Element Games event, and I got quite lucky. I put a load of shots onto 1 whirlwind, I put a load of shots onto another, and I then put another load of shots into the middle one.
Yeah.
One of them had 3 wounds left, one of them had 1 wound left, and then I blew up the third.
Yeah.
That third one blowing up did D3 mortal wounds to kill the next one.
Yeah.
That then killed the next one.
Yeah.
And then, because he'd already spent a CP reroll on a save, he couldn't CP reroll the explosion, and it wiped out 3 whirlwinds, and then Thunderfires, started chipping them down and stuff. So if that's all of a sudden a repulsor, D6 mortal wounds.
I'm guessing in that situation, because the one naturally blew up, which took the next one, you play that strat. Then you start picking, because you chipped a few off the Thunderfire cannons, so all of a sudden, you take out the Thunder, like you just get that rolling reaction.
And if this is a knight, 2d6. Because if you've got a knight with loads of guard, or near a load of death company with blood angels or something, a repulsor with those.
Repulsors.
Because they're D6 mortal wounds, not just
Redemptor
D3.
Dreadnoughts.
Same again.
Invictus, lots of these things are D6. Some units blow up on a 5+. So that's also going to go off on a 2+.
Yes. Yeah. So, guys, there's some big stuff here. Like, it's situational, but 1 CP, why wouldn't you do it? Okay. So I like that. And then the next one is called Scrambled Coordinates.
So this is very similar to the Infiltrator's ability. So you can't deep strike within 12 of a unit. You put it on a unit. Just put it on 1. So that could be a unit of 30 cultists spread across your whole line. Of your deployment zone.
Can't go within 12.
If you're playing against Raven Guard, or would that reinforcements? Okay, I was thinking about like the Master Ambush, pick up units and move them pre-game. Have to look into that.
This happens in the start of your opponent's movement phase. Redeploying would be in the
fair enough. So.
But now bear in mind, guys, you could interlink some of this stuff. So you have to be over 12 inches away. You could have your line there from your relic from earlier that we spoke about, and all of a sudden you're -2 to charge. Because you could go Alpha Legion cultist next to Word Bearers cultist. So the Alpha Legion giving you -12, the next guy's giving you -2 to your charge range. Before you know it, you've got a unit there that's impossible to charge. It's great. Really good for 1 CP. Really nice. That's really good. Next one is the... so you can see here, so far, 4 out of 4 stratagems on the money. This one, gutted, but we just looked over this one. 1 CP, and you can put an infantry unit from Alpha Legion in the air, in deep strike. This is the end of your movement phase, and then next turn they come back down. Brilliant. Really good. And why I like this so much is because sometimes, if you've got Terminators on the board, you're like, do I put them in deep strike? Do I not? And then you think, well, if I seize, I want them on the board.
Because you pick them up, redeploy them. Anyway. And if not, they're at the back of the board, and you spend a CP to put them up in the air.
And they come back down turn 2 anyway. So it's amazing. It's a really good stratagem. And something like Havocs. You could take a unit of Havocs. There's a build there with the Havocs with the Reaper chain cannons. Their biggest problem is that they can't get within range. Now you can drop these down within 9. And really, really good unit, solid. And then if you get a Sorcerer nearby, maybe you take a Sorcerer with the Terminator or a Jump Pack. They can deep strike down. Just put it in your pocket. Prescience, reroll 1s to hit. That's quite good then. So some really nice builds there, and then you can chuck them in your backfield of your opponent if they've left a gap, because they probably won't remember this stratagem, especially if everything's on the board.
You got anything in deep strike? No.
Exactly. You're not being... There's nothing misleading there. You're being honest. There's nothing in deep strike. So you're going to go up, then all of a sudden...
To be fair, your opponent does have a turn to
counter,
react, but if they've already moved all their screens in and they're dead or whatever...
This would have helped me massively in our last game. Anyway, because I could have just... But anyway, it is what it is. So I really like that for 1 CP. It's a really good stratagem. Very tactical, really good. 2 CPs.
So ambush. Which is all spec scan.
But without the -1.
And 18-inch range.
And 18-inch range, and also any unit. So now you could say, right, my... Leviathan Dreadnought with the Hell Butcher Cannons or whatever. That's gonna ambush you as you drop down.
Your Obliterators.
Your Obliterators, yeah. If you take in Alpha Legion,
your Reaper Chain Cannon Boys, you know, whatever you've got, how solid that is.
Yeah, and those Reaper Chain Cannon Boys, remember, you can conceal them. So you could make them that unit that's a character.
Yeah.
So that's really good. So really nice ability there.
Yeah.
So then we've got the next one.
Famed Retreat, 1 CP, which is a lot cheaper than most of the equivalents.
Fall back and shoot. Again, a Blitz is going to be great on. Havocs is going to be great on. Dreadnoughts is going to be great on.
You needed that one for that game as well.
I needed that one for that game, yeah. On the wrong unit though.
Yeah.
But we'll come back to that.
Okay.
But what you can see here, guys, and then we've already spoke about the last one, which is 1 CP for Warlord Trait. So Alpha Legion are incredible.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at a quick build here for Alpha Legion. So one of the things that we did today was we took a
Dark Apostle.
We took a Dark Apostle with -1 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's really good. That can go on a unit. Now remember, guys, this unit, the Alpha Legion, already -1 to hit.
Yeah.
So then what I'm doing, and I've had really good success with this at another GT, something similar concept. I took a unit of 19, I think it was, possessed. Mark of Nurgle. The reason why Mark of Nurgle is you can cast Miasma of Pestilence on them for an additional -1 to hit. So you've got a unit now with their -3 to hit.
Yeah.
They've got a 5-up invuln, and we took a Master of Possession
to buff that to a 4-up.
To make it my 4-up. So you've got a 4-up invuln, -3 to hit, scream.
Yeah.
And then what we took, this is the real sweet spot. You wouldn't believe it, Khorne Berserkers.
Yeah.
Okay, they've always struggled with the delivery system, but now you've got one. The delivery system is Conceal.
Yeah.
They're an infantry unit, which you can play it on. So you can say, right, you can put those possessed out on your front line. You can always infiltrate them forward.
Yeah.
And then 2 CPs, Khorne Berserkers, can't be shot. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a big blob of 18 or 20 Berserkers as well.
Yeah.
So, and the possessed 2 wounds each.
Yeah.
So that was, nearly 40 wounds.
40 wounds with a 4-up invulnerable.
-3 to hit.
Yeah, -3 to hit. It's really good.
Yeah.
Really, really, just incredible screen. It means the Khorne Berserkers could do all the work.
Yeah.
The possessed were a bit more of a distraction. They did something.
Yeah.
But the Khorne Berserkers were incredible. So, that was one way of doing it. You could go Havocs instead.
Yeah, there's lots of variations on that theme.
But here's the thing, guys. You need one unit that you use Conceal on. If you do multiple, it's going to lose its effectiveness, okay? So you need one unit, really. So we've got one unit, 40 wounds, 4 preventable save, and it's -3 to hit. We've got another unit now of 18 to 20 Khorne Berserkers that can't be shot.
Yeah. And when they get in...
We've got reliable psychic powers, so we can double move.
Yeah.
We can get all our other powers off because we've got that inbuilt, use there from all the psychic shenanigans and the Dark Apostles.
And the good thing about having big blobs of possessed and the Berserkers, Warlord Trait, you can pick up both of these.
Yeah.
And a buffing character.
Yeah. And the third unit.
Yeah.
So this was in a Vanguard detachment.
Yeah.
We had 9 Terminators. Chain Axes, great weapon.
Yeah.
Storm
nice
Combi Bolters, great weapon. Really cheap unit, really durable. Because once you're, and again, Mark and Nurgle. So if you don't want to screen with the possessed, you can put these guys down as your screen instead. Yeah. So now they've got a 2-up save.
Yeah.
Now they can get a 5+ invulnerable save as well. Yeah. Obviously they get that inbuilt.
You can make them -3 to hit.
You can make them -3 to hit, because Miasma.
Alpha Legion,
Alpha Legion.
Apostle.
Yep, so they're -3 to hit with a 2-up save. So depending on who you're facing, if you feel like you want the 2-up armor, go for that. If you want to go for the, and then again, you got that stratagem where you can stick them in the air, put them down. Yeah. They're coming down with like 40 shots, wherever you want, making another charge. Some good work there. Or you keep them in deep strike. So you've got one unit that can't be shot because it's in deep strike. One unit that's got conceal. One unit that's -3.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Really, really good. So that was a Vanguard detachment there. We had a Master Possession, Dark Apostle with his little buddies, and then...
is there a sorcerer in that one?
2 sorcerers.
In the other one, World Bearers.
So World Bearers had 2 sorcerers jump packs.
just to get the extra manoeuvrability in there. 3 units of cultists for some CPs, just a 10. Nice little cheap detachment. And again, guys, like I said, www.vanguardtactics.com. Sign up to any of our courses, like the free ITC course, for example. You'll be on our mailing list, and I'll send this out next week as a list, okay? So, guys, Alpha Legion complete?
Yeah.
Right, guys, we're on to our last little sub-faction we're going to talk about. Last Legion. Now, there is a build that touches on this one, but we're going to cover this on part 2 because it is so good. I want to leave it till part 2. But it's probably my favourite, and if somebody runs this, it will be incredible. But anyway, Iron Warriors. So Iron Warriors, what's their ability? Their Legion ability?
So Legion ability is to ignore cover.
Yep.
Which is absolutely great.
Was really underrated, but now it's got a lot better with the Marine meta.
Well, I think the game's evolved as well. I think lots of tournaments now are taking terrain more seriously and making sure they're well stocked. So there's a good amount of terrain on the table.
In units like Eliminators that get +2 to their cover, Rangers, same sorts, there's these sorts of units are really difficult to fish out of cover. So having some sort of unit that ignores it is really nice. So let's cover the Warlord traits first. Now, the Iron Warriors don't have a stratagem to give you an additional Warlord trait, but their Warlord traits are really good. So actually, our Warlord is going to be an Iron Warriors Warlord, okay? Chaos Lord, reroll 1s to hit. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Now, top Warlord traits, what's number 1?
Well, so you've got Cold and Bitter, which is fearless. Which could potentially be useful.
Yeah, again, you're looking at that thinking, not great, but we're going to go on to why that one could be really good. So, units, Iron Warriors units within 6 auto pass morale. Yeah, that's actually good in this list.
And the next one, which is one that we used. Friendly Demon Engines and Cult of Destruction units within 6 of this Warlord on an unmodified hit roll of a 6 score an additional hit.
So we took a unit that have the Cult of Destruction, which is the Obliterators. Okay, and again, Obliterators have took a big points drop. Big points drop now. So you're looking at, I think they've dropped like 15 points each or something. So really good. I think they're 95 points or whatever it is.
Good
really nice unit that. So 285 I've got them down as, unless I've kind of 285 for unit 3, really good for their stat line.
I think the other one's quite interesting is an aura ability, so you can move without taking any negatives to heavy weapons.
So if you want to go heavy on the
Demon Engines,
Forge Fiends, Dreadnoughts down that road.
This is why you need to take 2, because you want that one and also the Exploding 6s. Because you can get a nice build of a load of Demon Engines.
But
you can't do it, which is unfortunate.
You can't do it. You need GW, that 1 CP strat.
So some solid Warlord traits there.
This one here as well. Havocs and vehicles reroll 1s to wound. So your Chaos Lord is now is a captain and lieutenant, basically. Reroll hits of 1 and wound. But that doesn't work on a blitz, so we didn't take it. We went for the Exploding 6s because they get a good amount of shots, 18 shots. You should roll 3 6s there. So it should be an extra 3 hits. And these guys are going to be on the money. Any relics that we thought were kind of standouts?
We didn't pick up any of the relics, did we?
Not really. That kind of game breaking.
There's 6 relics total, and 4 of them are weapons. Add on to strength, toughness, and wounds. But then in this army, the Warlord was just to buff the Obliterators. He's not getting in there, so he doesn't need a weapon.
No, we wanted the relic from elsewhere.
So.
I don't think there's really that much you kind of really want. He fulfills a different role. So you've got. We didn't use this one, but it could come up okay if you really need to keep these guys alive. 1 CP, 6 up feel no pain. That's okay. It's not incredible, but it's all right. You've then got 1 CP. You can either reroll and it's any Iron Warriors unit. Reroll the damage, or you reroll the type characteristic. So a type characteristic is where it will say, like for example, 2d6 heavy. So you'd get to reroll the 2d6 on your number of shots. Yeah, so that could be right on a battle cannon on a defiler, but I don't think it's incredible.
No,
because
re-rolling the damage is the useful part of that if you have las cannons.
Yeah, because it's going to be on the whole unit.
Yeah.
So really, then I don't think you can use this on the Obliterators because they have their type is already set.
Fixed, yeah.
Because it's Assault 6, right?
And there's another strat that does that anyway.
Yeah, so we'll come on to that one in a minute. But some people are thinking, you could do it on one unit and then do it on another unit.
Okay, no.
But you'd have to use a Master of Possession to get off a Psychic Power to do it on one, and then on one on the other.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So let's go over then. Yeah, so reroll the damage roll on, let's say you've got 4 las cannons.
Yes.
That's where you're going to make your money back on that 1 CP with those havocs. So anyway, 1 CP, stratagem shooting phase. You can worsen the AP by 1.
That's good.
Yeah, pretty good.
So if you had let's take the Obliterators, because we used them, in cover.
Yep.
So I'm on a 1-up save.
Yep.
And then you pop that on top.
Yep.
Some serious so serious AP needs to get in there to start chipping away.
Or if you've got anything that's ignoring your cover, or ignoring the Oblitz cover, and then they've got like a -2, all of a sudden you're back on a 3-up save. You maybe chuck the 6-up Feel No Pain on, keep them alive.
Well, the Centurions and Hurricane Bolts is terrorising at the moment. You play that, you keep your 2-up save even when they're in Tactical Doctor Room with a -1.
And
because
cover.
They don't cover. So you just go that. They'll drop in thinking you'll be on a 3-up. Number of shots should get through them. Actually get on a 2-up.
I like it.
Yeah.
Any Iron Warriors as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice. The next one here, regain 3 wounds on a vehicle. It's okay. We've seen that now. The Iron Hands come up a lot. Not the build we went for, but it's okay. Then you've got use a stratagem in the shoot or fight phase when you choose an Iron Warriors unit from your army, excluding cultists, to shoot with the shoot phase. When you select one enemy vehicle and you basically reroll the wound roll. That's incredible for 1 CP.
Yeah, so potentially you go get your las cannons.
Rerolling
wounds. Rerolling damage. Prescience hit on 2s, rerolling 1s. So all of a sudden you're rerolling everything in that chain.
Or you've got your Reaper chain cannons. With God knows how many shots they get, and then you've got the 8 shots each. 8 shots each. Strength 5, Veterans of Long War, but with another Dark Apostle +1 to wound. So they're now wounding knights on a +2 to wound. So they would have been on 5s. They're now wounding on 3s, re-rolling all 1s and 2s, -1. You're gonna get guys through there. So there's combos here. Really like that. Anytime you can re-roll a wound roll is really significant, especially when it's in the shooting or combat phase. That's really good. This next one, I think I use this every single turn for the game. 1 CP with your Obliterators. You can use this in your shooting phase or the fight phase when you select an Iron Warriors Obliterators or Iron Warriors Mutilators. Won't worry about them, just the Oblits. From their army to shoot or fight with until the end of the phase. You can re-roll the D3, for its flesh metal guns. Why is end of phase important? Because if you make them Marcus Slanesh, which you definitely are, for 2 CPs you can fire again. So you're going to get a lot of mileage out of this 1 CP because you get to use it twice.
And it's basically 3 command point rerolls in 1.
And the Obliterators, their biggest thing was if you rolled a 1 and you're like, oh, well, strength 7, great. Oh, -1. Oh, 1 damage. Now you can go, cool, first one 7. I did it in our game, didn't I? Rolled a 7 for strength, re-rolled it into a 9.
That stratagem is incredible. And the other thing about if you only have CP, because you might roll weak on the strength. Okay, I'll command point re-roll that. And then you get AP -1 damage. Now you've got the reliability that you can roll all of them. It's
great.
So good.
Really good. And because it's end of a phase, it's 2 CPs, fire again. I managed to 1-shot. This was just with Veterans of Long War +1 to wound. No, I didn't even do it actually because
the Apostle that did it.
Because I already had it. The Dark Apostle had the +1 to wound on. He's in the list. So +1 to wound on and I reused this and I managed to get strength 9. So I wound a Gorkanaut who's T8, wounding him on 2s. And with 18 shots, took him off the board because I had damage 2, didn't I? But it was enough to get rid of him. -3 on your armor. Took him off the board. I didn't even need the rerolls to wound.
You didn't need to fire twice.
Didn't even need to fire twice, no. I wanted to, but you didn't let me.
previously you would need to fire twice.
Yeah.
And play veterans.
Yep.
To make that work.
No, you don't.
So that's saved you 3 CP.
Definitely. It's
that
incredible.
1 CP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
That's almost as good as the next one.
This next one's really good. User strategy. So it's 2 CPs. It's called cannon fodder.
Love it.
Yep. Use this stratagem at the start of your opponent's shooting phase. Select what. So again, you've got to use this at the start of your opponent's shooting phase. Okay. Select 1 Iron Warriors infantry unit from your army and select 1 friendly Iron Warriors Chaos Cultist unit wholly within 6 of that unit. Until the end of that phase, enemy models cannot target the Iron Warriors infantry unit that you selected.
Okay.
If the selected Iron Warriors Chaos Cult unit is closer, visible target. So basically, what that means now is that you have to kill all of the cultists that unit wholly within 6. You've got to kill all of those cultists before you can even shoot the unit you want to shoot at. Yeah. So what did we have in this list? We had a unit of 27 just for points. 27 cultists. Now these guys, straight, easy, within 6. And this is where that warlord trait to also pass morale comes in, because you're going to lose a lot of these guys, but it's 2 CPs, but it's worth its weight in gold.
I was playing orcs, so they have the best shooting, so you probably wouldn't need to take that, because usually someone would pick up all them cultists into one turn.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of firepower still.
Yeah.
To get that job done. Even if there's 1 left.
Yeah.
They still can't shoot them until next turn.
Yeah, till it's dead. You need to get rid of that whole unit. Yeah.
I think it's great. I think in the game that we played, it kept the Obliterators alive to a point where you nullified my shooting. And then you have free to move out after.
In orcs have got good shooting now.
Yeah.
Orcs are a shooty army. So now when we think about this, you've got 1 unit. Let's recap. And in this detachment, we had another battalion. We had 27 cultists, 2 units of 10 cultists for more CPs, and then we had a Chaos Lord who is our warlord, who's giving the exploding sixes to hit on the oblits. A Dark Apostle for +1 to wound. You could go +1 to hit as well if you wanted, whatever. And this unit now, you can put them in deep strike if you wanted.
Yeah.
And then no one's going to even bother killing the 30 cultists if they're in deep strike. They wouldn't think to do it. But I decided positioning, better to keep them on the table. So now you've got possessed, 40 wounds, 4 up invuln, -3 to hit.
Yeah.
Sat behind that, the unit called Berserkers that can't be targeted now. Yeah. Then you've got this unit that you have to get rid of all 30 cultists before you even shoot the Obliterators. Yeah. So, and there's nothing stopping you from worsening the AP on those cultists, stacking on a 6 up feel no pain.
Even if you let the cultists die, depending on what far out, you might be worth dropping 6 up feel no pain on them.
Exactly.
Because you get 27 rolls on that. And if they do get through, then you protect your blitz with worsening the AP.
Yeah.
That is very survivable.
Now, in the game at the moment, it's been a lot of people talking about it. The first turn's so big against Marines, you need first turn. This army, and I love an army when you can build it to go second. Yeah. I would feel really comfortable putting this down on the table and going, cool, you can go first. Yeah. They have to set up, you counter deploy, I seized, or redeploy, infiltrate. Now I've got the Alpha Strike as well. Yeah. This army for me is something that I would definitely, and I probably will be taking this list to some competitive events next year.
Yeah, because you might deploy with defensive, so I'll give you the first turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, bang, you switch it up.
Yeah.
But you can't do that because you've got a warlord trait.
Yeah.
So you can make your opponent waste their first turn.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a great list.
Yeah.
I really like it.
So guys, that's some of the best combos that we've found. Hope you enjoyed this. If you want the list that we spoke about, we'll do another list for next week.
Yeah.
We'll look at some different bits and bobs. But look, we've got Berserkers, we've got Possessed in. Where have they been all this edition? Nowhere. So a Blitz hardly ever see. So we've got some really good standout units there and a real powerhouse unit that can go second. So guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give us this video a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. Wherever you're listening,
If you do want to subscribe, please do that as well, and you'll be catching part 2 next week. And don't forget to join our ITC and 40k masterclasses completely for free, a 5-part video series, and you can get that with all this kind of good stuff, www.vanguardtactics.com, and we really appreciate you watching this video. See you next week.
Cheers.